The pinnacle, the focal point to which every young performer aspires. But before the glory of center stage comes the test of those worthy to win this arena, the audition. Me, may, ma, mo, moo. 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 I'm not exactly, the world's greatest soloist, but I can handle it.
If you really want to be an actress, that's the way it is, and you just have to learn to get in front of people and not be embarrassed.
Ah, yes, ladies. That's the kind of grit it takes for aspiring young performers to win a part in the touring company's Center Stage East. And this audition, well, this audition is the gauge by which talent and determination is measured. Not an easy test by any means.
It's the time when you're really out of your element. The actor needs the audience. They need that ability to reach out and touch with a performance. In an audition, they're really doing something different. I mean, they're trying to do something almost political to get themselves a place in a show or a program or whatever.
Well, for these actors trying out, the audience consists of fellow auditioners and director Mike Lancy, whose job it is not only to marshal the raw talents of these youngsters, but to encourage it as well.
It's easy to spot it when it's really right there on the top. I mean, that's the easiest kind to spot. The kid who's the great singer, the kid who really blows you away with an audition performance.
With endless me, may, ma, mo, moos going on in one corner of the room, others warm up for improvisations, the turning loose of imaginations with few props and limited plots, and the test of acting together. For Lancy, it's another means of catching a glimpse of some hidden magic he's searching for.
Don't get up and just have fun. Don't get up and just act. Make sure it's the best that you can do.
And for the kids, it's one more chance.
But the kind that's really difficult to see is that kid who's beneath the surface, the one who's really talented underneath, but who's really nervous or who, for some reason or other can't show it at the audition.
Perched together like nervous mockingbirds before audition keys, these potential performers should consider themselves lucky to be in the company of this director.
The most important thing to think after any audition is that you've done your best and you feel your best about what you did that day. And it's sort of important to us that you feel good about what you've done as well.
But there's more to auditions than creativity and talent, expectations and competition. There's the reality of 85 kids trying out for 36 parts. What if somebody's better than you are?
Well, then that's just the breaks of the game. But, there's always next year if I don't make it.
Johnny Banks, KOOL News 10.
Stars do not shine right after the auditions. It takes polish. Tomorrow we'll look at rehearsals as actors work what seems like endless hours toward opening night. Actors' blood, but they're still in the future in this evening's special report. A report from Johnny Banks on rehearsal for some very young actors.
You guys have come a long way from me, may, ma, mo, moo.
Don't even remind me. Me, may, ma, mo, moo in a long time.
They are so beautiful. While it's only been weeks, it seems a lifetime ago since auditions. Now for the young center stage performers, it's getting down to the business at hand that counts. That's called practice. To the untrained eye, it might be viewed as chaotic confusion. But questions, confusion, blowing lines, and singing off-key are essential elements to what is known in the world of theater as rehearsal.
Rehearsal process is something that's truly where all the creativity takes place. Opening night, it's all there. It's like after the sculptor has made the statue, it's on display.
The diligent eye and extraordinary patience of director Mike Lancy is the glue that molds and holds that sculpture together. He is the teacher of this art called theater, and these are his pupils.
One more time, just back me up a little bit.
Do I bring it down when I go loud?
No, we bring bring you up and down. This isn't Las Vegas. Trust me.
We think fat boys are just as cute as can be. We think that boys have the brain of ugly.
Neat, it really is. It's given us a chance. I mean, we can mess up and then go back and start over, but it's a lot of work.
A lot of work and a lot of frustration.
Part of the frustration of them doing it is also part of the learning experience as an actor, you know, because when you get really upset with yourself and angry because you blew that line 5 times in a row, the same thing, that's when you really then, you're at a plateau where you say, okay, I've got to change, I've got to get better.
But before it gets better, it gets funnier. Stealing lines.
Oh my, that's the wrong part of it. That's Carol's part. That's Carol's.
Singing way off key. And being able to laugh about the experience. I noticed you blowing a few lines.
Yeah, well, when I was singing the song, like, there's a fast part, and it's hard to catch your breath at the fast part.
So it goes over and over and over again, with one thought in mind.
I think about opening night and not blowing the lines, really.
Well, if the old saying, practice makes perfect, is true, then the audiences waiting to applaud these Center Stage East actors are in for a real treat. If not perfect performers, these young people strive for the ultimate, rehearse for the ultimate in entertaining. But striving for that perfection, memorizing lines, hitting the right note at the right time, that's strenuous. So Lancey has perfected a closing act he calls zapping out, a perfect end to what may not be considered a perfect rehearsal.
Relax. Okay, softly begin to buzz. Okay, think of rehearsals today and how much you need to learn in the next few days. Get a little bit louder. Okay, think about opening night, just a few days around the corner in that audience that'll be there. Get a little louder. Okay, think about the things you need to build into your character and all the things you gotta do between now and opening night. Get louder! Get louder! And louder! Now, 1, 2, 3! Johnny Banks, KOOL News 10.
Well, tomorrow